To think that our life could come down to just a roll of a dice, a flip of the cards, I don't think life should be in somebody's hands, in a government's hands, that can take that away. My name's Ray Crone. I'm the Director of Communications and Training with Witness to Innocence. Back in 1992, I was arrested for the murder of a barmaid in Phoenix, Arizona, convicted solely on bite mark evidence, sent to death row, and finally in 2002, we had DNA evidence that matched another man, and I was subsequently released, and he was arrested for the murder. I spent 10 years, 3 months, and 8 days in prison for it. A lot of times I start out with actually saying I used to support the death penalty. I wasn't rah, 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 kill them all, but from where I came from, it was just seemed acceptable because it was something on television, it was something in the news. It didn't touch and affect our lives. It was further worse than the worst. And I was one of those portrayed as a monster. I was the one that they read about in the paper or seen on television. That's the person sentenced to death. He's a monster, kill him. For those of us that were sent to death row wrongfully, that were innocent, we didn't know where it was going to end. We didn't know we were going to get out. And it wasn't just us, it was our families who were there with us. We didn't know how it was going to end. We're just fortunate to be able now to come out and tell that story.
Witness to Innocence is dedicated to abolishment of the death penalty through wrongful conviction of exonerees telling their stories to the public and to legislatures in hopes of change, of enlightenment, of realizing that our system gets it wrong and we can't have a penalty that's not reversible.
There's so many moving moments that happen when you go and speak with the public. I was speaking at a law school nearby, and then afterwards, one of the person came over. He said, "You probably don't remember me, but you spoke to my high school class a few years ago, and because of you, it's where I went to law school, and I want to be a defense attorney so I can protect, more Ray Crones that are out there."
Before Ray was arrested and convicted and sentenced to death, I never thought about the death penalty. I didn't care about the death penalty, whether they had it or not. It didn't matter to me. Now, since I've seen what can happen and how close a tragedy can occur with the legal system the way it is now, I am definitely against the death penalty and the possibility of the errors that can be made.
We're very fortunate to have the support from Atlantic Philanthropies. I mean, that funding that they've given us has allowed us to continue in our ability to speak and bring about public awareness and of course, legislative change, which of course resulted in the abolishment of the death penalty in New Jersey, New Mexico, and Illinois.
The death penalty must be abolished. It's the finality of the sentence, the finality of taking of a life leaves no room for error. But we get it wrong. We make mistakes. There should be no punishment that you can't reverse later on and say, "I'm sorry, I made a mistake. We were wrong," because we are human. Our justice system is human. They make mistakes. They get it wrong. Executing an innocent person has most likely happened and will continue to happen until we do away with the death penalty.